David, do you want to begin?
I was just asking that question. Well, thank you all for putting this together. And certainly, Treasurer, I appreciate you having the forethought of looking at this. This is probably one of those issues that I get a few calls on every year, and it certainly started progressing as Prop 64 was coming around, and it's challenging because you try to figure out how there's such desperation within this industry, trying to figure out what do we do, what can we do, and there's no real short answer. And I tell you, there's certainly some guidance that's been provided, and I know we're going to probably speak over. Some of us are going to probably cover the same thing that I'm talking about. FinCEN has some guidance that you look at, and to me, it's like one of those things like, well, if I were to do it, here's how I would do it. But just know I'm going to lower the hammer on you at any time. And you're coming from an environment where the last 8 years, it's been tremendously difficult from an examination standpoint. We've lost probably over 100 charters in California. We're down now to 160 plus charters, which is the lowest we've ever had. And you come out, and it really is kind of like the survivors from this environment, like, we made it. Well, this is a great opportunity for some folks, but coming through that, it's a challenge when, even though they kind of turn their back on it, at the end of the day, it's still a Schedule I class narcotic. So, and I think, I was looking at this, we're just talking about basic banking services. I mean, that's what a checking account. I'm going to be able to write a check to someone. We haven't gotten to the part about the lending side of it, because the lending is a whole other story. Because I know in Orange County, these dispensaries get raided and things get taken, and it's really challenging to make a loan on collateral that could possibly end up in the government's hands. So, I look forward to figuring out how do we take this through and figuring out, I know from this cross-industry representation of forwarding it to really, we'll find some maybe technological answers, but maybe it's a federal, ends up being mostly a federal answer that we formulate and are able to really kind of put forward in some meaningful way. But that would solve it. I mean, if we just even change a class, and that's the other thing I have maybe an ask for, if we just change a class, what would that mean for it? I'll turn it over.
Oh, I'll go ahead. Okay. Alex Alanis with the California Bankers Association. And thanks, Dave. I think that was maybe I could segue into that, because I think